Antonelli is a real contender here. He's in the running and they believe he is their next F1 superstar.
It's just a fact of life. If everything continues to go as in his preparation, then it is set to be Antonelli.
In sports, we love to identify the next ones, the prodigies. The NHL has Connor Bedard. In the NBA, that's Victor Wembanyama. But in Formula One, that person may just be 17-year-old Kimi Antonelli. And he is currently in contention to fill F1's highest profile vacancies, Lewis Hamilton's soon-to-be empty seat down at Mercedes.
Mercedes is excited about this kid because they know how good he is.
So what makes Kimi Antonelli so special? And is he in fact the next generational driver at Mercedes? To get those answers, I sat down with Mercedes boss Toto Wolff. People who don't necessarily know who Kimi Antonelli is, I guess how would you describe him?
First of all, I wouldn't want to put too much pressure on Kimi because we haven't decided who sits in the car and there's so much talk about him. So we got to give him the time to develop also. But he's just how you would describe young Italian racing driver. You know, that's how he looks, that's how he talks. Obviously, he's very talented, but also very reflected, a young guy with a family that's very supportive.
Where did you first meet? Like, where was that first interaction? Like, how did you find out about it?
We have a group running our junior program led by a Frenchman called Gwen Lagrue, and we met him when he was 11. So Kimi stood the first time next to me on the center console in the garage when he was 11 and raced in karts very successfully. We got him into our junior program and we followed him through all of the junior karting years, junior formulas. He's been part of the team, helped with the financing and mentoring and all of that.
Much like his skill set on the track, Antonelli's career rise has been rapid. He performed so strongly that he skipped F3 and is currently racing in Formula 2. In addition, Mercedes has him on a training program clocking plenty of mileage in Formula 1 machinery, including two very different experiences, piloting one of the old championship cars famous for its speed, and the 2022 car, infamous for its rough ride.
So there was two possible strategies. Put him in a car that is really great and then show him how bad the new car was, or just keep him in the bad and never make him experience what means to being in a quick car. So we decided to give him a quick car and see how it felt, and then put him in a new car, the car that bounced and that was really hard to drive. But he came back in, and that's the refreshing thing, and says, bouncing a bit, but it's okay, I love it.
You have an eye for driver talent in particular. I mean, Max Verstappen, you had your eye on him. George Russell.
I missed that one though.
Well, but you still had your eye on it, right? George Russell, I mean, George is incredible talent as well, and obviously you have Lewis at the same time. When you see a driver like Kimi Antonelli, for him, what do you see in terms of the talent?
I think most important is not to be carried away too much. You know, I'm thinking myself when I talk so highly about him, am I doing him any favor? Or the same with me, because the pressure just ramps up and everybody's expecting miracles, and that's not going to happen. Formula One is too competitive for that. So I just want to give him the time to develop. That's most important. By the end of the summer and autumn, we will decide who will go in the car, and then we shall see.